What's up, everybody? Bet you didn't think there was going to be a transfer video tonight that wasn't all around Darwin Núñez. Well, I do like the surprise, and as always, I will take you through in the next 10 minutes or so all the latest transfer stories surrounding Liverpool Football Club. As always, all I ask in return is let me know your thoughts in the comment section, drop a like on the video, and of course, please do hit that subscribe button. Don't forget though, if you want to catch us live, I've literally just finished a stream over on the Anfield Agenda Twitch channel with Mr. Paddy Murphy. We're live there most nights about 8:30. The link to our channel is in the description below. Right, let's get straight to it. Start the clock. So, Liverpool today signed Darwin Núñez. You don't need me to tell you that. He will wear the number 27. 2 plus 7 equals 9. Is this a little hint that maybe he'll take the number 9 off Roberto Firmino when he leaves at the end of next season? We'll wait and see. But what we do know is he is here. He is official. He is a Liverpool player. But this video isn't really going to be about Darwin Núñez because I did that video earlier on today. And again, if you do have 9 minutes, I hope that you take a little time, watch it and enjoy some of the visual imagery around Darwin Núñez with the Liverpool kit in his hands and on. And of course, what a great signing that was. But the real title around this video tonight is going to be around the Bellinghams. And the reason I say plural is we've kind of been linked with them both. Now, where did this come from? Is there any truth to it? And how realistic is it? That's what I'm going to try and lay out here over the next few minutes. So, firstly, these links around Jude Bellingham to Liverpool Football Club, they've been around for a while. I've been banging the drum for ages, and I've long said that when he leaves Borussia Dortmund, I really do feel like his next club will be Liverpool. But I didn't think it would be this summer for a couple of reasons. Firstly, Bellingham has said that he's committed himself to Dortmund for the season ahead. November time, we're going to have a World Cup, and it would be a risk if a player moved clubs ahead of a World Cup because he doesn't know if he's going to get the playing time straight away. And with the World Cup being in November, would Bellingham, if he moved, have enough time to establish himself at a team and, you know, keep up his match rhythm and make his international manager happy? I would have thought not. But today, a Madrid-based journalist linked Real Madrid with a €90 million move for Jude Bellingham. Now, there is a little problem for Real Madrid at the moment about this is they don't have a non-EU space available in their squad. So they are apparently waiting to see if Vinicius Jr. gets Spanish citizenship, which would free up a spot for them. If that spot was freed up, it seems like they want to finish off with a new trio of midfielders. They've brought in Tchouaméni. They've obviously brought in Camavinga previously, and they want to try and add Jude Bellingham to that list. I don't think Bellingham wants to go to Real Madrid. I think he wants to move back to the Premier League when he leaves Dortmund. But this journalist has said Liverpool are also in the race this summer for Jude Bellingham and will go as high as €100 million to try and get the guy. Get him. That's all I have to say. If he's available, he's the answer. He is the one. And I genuinely believe that Liverpool, if they made a play for Bellingham and Dortmund were willing to sell, because that's the big thing that all this is contingent on. Will Borussia Dortmund sell? We thought no, because they'd lost Haaland, of course, in this window. And, you know, losing two of their best players in one window, it's a lot for any club to deal with, particularly a club that have ambitions of trying to rein in Bayern Munich and challenge them for the Bundesliga title. And, of course, they have European ambitions as well. So, if there is any indication from Borussia Dortmund that they would do business for Jude Bellingham, if there's a number, I hope Liverpool are in this conversation, and I hope that we don't mess about, because if what's been reported in Spain about Madrid's interest is true, well then we do have a little window of opportunity while they wait to free up that non-EU space in their squad. And I'd like to think that now that we've got Darwin Núñez signed, sealed and delivered, there is no better option for midfield. Today we'd seen that Bissouma is close to a £25 million move to Spurs. I think Bissouma is a very good midfielder, and I think with 1 year left in his contract, 25 million is a very good fee for both clubs, and I think Spurs will get themselves a good player. But I have to admit, I've been struggling to think of possible midfield alternatives for Liverpool after, you know, we lost out to Tchouaméni. He's gone to Madrid. Bellingham, we all thought wasn't going to move in this window. Bissouma was one option I had. Barella was probably the other one, but that wasn't really realistic. So if Bellingham's available, I hope Liverpool are in for him. But it doesn't stop there, my friends, because it's not just Jude Bellingham. His brother, Jobe Bellingham, has been mentioned as well. So Liverpool are looking at signing Jobe Bellingham in September. I don't know why it's September. I don't know if it's something to do with his birthday. I don't know. I don't know why September keeps coming up on this, but it does keep coming up on it. As well as trying to hijack a deal for Alejandro Gamacho, but face a lot of competition. Bellingham's parents want to be assured that Jobe will have playing time and that no deal also has to relate to Jude, although they're not opposed to both playing at the same club if it benefits both of their careers. Can you imagine? Like, I'm going to use Liverpool in this example because obviously I want Jude at Liverpool. I'll be the first one to say I don't know that much about Jobe Bellingham. I know he plays in midfield. That's about it. But can you imagine having two English brothers as the heartbeat of a Liverpool team? Ideally, you'd want Scousers, yes. But in this scenario, Jude and Jobe Bellingham could sort out your midfield for the next 10 years. So I don't know about the Jobe stuff. It's great that we're interested, and I'm sure we're monitoring the best of talent as we always do. But if we could get Jude in this window, we could get Jude Bellingham in this window. That's as a complete a window, I think, if we brought in Calvin Ramsey at right back. And we are still negotiating with Aberdeen over that fee. And as I said yesterday, I'm going to keep reiterating, they're damn right. They're absolutely right to want to get every penny they can out of Liverpool, because this is a big deal to Aberdeen. The record transfer fee is £3 million currently. So every 500 grand extra they can get will make a big difference to them. So I don't blame them playing hardball, but Liverpool will get that deal done. So then we looked at midfield. Who do we bring in? I didn't really know about another attacker, although that could be possible if Takumi Minamino does move on. I spoke to you guys yesterday about 17 million being the fee that Liverpool want from Monaco, Wolves, or anybody else who's in for Takumi Minamino. If we brought somebody in, I'd feel like we'd need to know what Mo is doing before we commit. Because if Mo signs on, then I think you can bring in somebody who's maybe 19, 20 years of age to eventually provide competition to Mo on that right hand side. But if Mo gives an indication that he still plans to move on at the end of the season, then I think you need to be looking at somebody like a Jared Bowen. One more name Liverpool have been linked with is Vitinha, I think is how it's pronounced, the guy from Porto. Don't know much about him. If you have any comments on him, if you think he would be a good fit, this is definitely one of those occasions where I ask you guys, please do let me know your thoughts about him in the comment section. I know we've raided the Portuguese division a lot, having brought in the two best players from that league in Luis Diaz, obviously in January, and now bringing in the beautiful, beautiful number 27, Darwin Nunez. And I believe it is Nunez is how it's pronounced. And he'll have Darwin on his shirt, by the way, as I'm sure you've seen from the images. It won't be Nunez, it'll be Darwin 27. One more bit of news is around Sadio Mane and his move to Bayern Munich. That deal will be agreed soon. They're getting closer in their valuations. It'll probably be a fee somewhere between 35 and 40 million pounds. But the interesting thing about this is it's been reported that the wages that he will sign on for at Bayern Munich will be £360,000 per week. If that's true, and again, we'll wait and see when the deal's announced, that is money that, quite frankly, we were never going to pay Sadio Mane or anybody else, because that would smash our wage structure. So again, I don't want any bad blood around Sadio Mane leaving the club. He leaves the club as he should. An absolute legend, with a huge thank you for an amazing job well done. But that is a lot of money. So it's no surprise to me that Liverpool can't compete on that front, or won't compete on that front. Or maybe can't isn't the right word here. I don't know. That's pretty much it with regards to all the transfer links and stories that I'd seen. We're still awaiting confirmation of whether Nat Phillips will go on loan to Bournemouth again next season. And I think we're almost a complete squad. But let me know your thoughts mainly around the Bellingham story here, because I'm shocked. I'm shocked that Real Madrid are making a play for him, because, look, we know they've got money to spend, but they are spending it. But if there is this little window of opportunity that I spoke about, if Real Madrid have to wait to see if Vinicius Jr. can get himself Spanish citizenship, then I think we'd be foolish not to try. Even if it does mean maybe, I don't know, going into a little bit of debt or moving the numbers around a bit. We all know football finances are tricky things at the best of times, but I think we'll probably recoup the Nunez fee between what we get for Sadio and between some of the fringe players like Minamino, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and a couple of others who could move on. you know, maybe the time is right to go and make that plunge. And look, think of it this way. If Liverpool did go in and drop £80 million on Jude Bellingham, or even £85 million, and we got in Darwin Núñez, we probably don't need much reinvestment in the squad after that. I still get a feeling, and it's just a gut feeling, that Mo will sign on and stay. So if that happened, if we brought in a midfielder, if we got Núñez, and we got competition for right back and Trent, we're not a million miles away from being, dare I say it, almost a complete squad. So front loading is often what's done when you're looking to bring in players and refresh the squad. You have one big window. Is this going to be our window? It's starting to look like it might just be, you know, and, you know, strap yourselves in, because I think this is going to be a busy, potentially crazy summer transfer window. But look, thank you to you guys as always. Do drop a like on the video. Do hit that subscribe button for me. Keep an eye out for another one of these videos tomorrow night at about the same time. And we are just out of time. Bye-bye.